Hi, today we're going to be talking about Objective 10.2, mitosis. Explain what happens during each phase of mitosis. I want to start by asking you to think about a few things. What happens when you are finished growing? Does cell division stop? What has to happen when you get a cut or break a bone? What about daily wear and tear on your body? As you might have guessed, even when we stop growing in height or growing around the middle, our cells keep on dividing. This objective, we're going to figure out how they divide. The first step of mitosis is called prophase. During prophase, the DNA condenses into chromosomes. When I say condenses, I mean that DNA goes from being like a long straight line and then it coils up into like a small little rectangle. Also, the centrioles move to opposite ends of the cell. If you look at that diagram in the upper right, the centrioles are the two little stars. And then we can also see what that looks like in a real cell. After prophase comes metaphase. During metaphase, the chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell and the spindle fibers attach to the centromeres. The centromere is the middle of the chromosome, that little white circle. After that comes anaphase. During anaphase, the sister chromatids separate and move apart. During telophase, the chromosomes arrive at the opposite poles and they start to unwind, so they go back to being that linear DNA. The spindle fibers break down and a new nuclear envelope forms. After telophase, we have cytokinesis, which is when the cytoplasm officially separates between both cells. During animal cells, this happens because the cell membrane just kind of pinches in on itself. But remember that plant cells have a cell wall, so they can't pitch in. Plant cells need to form a new cell plate, basically a new wall. Here's a picture where you can see the whole cell cycle happening together. Remember, the cell cycle does include interphase and the 4 phases of mitosis there as well. So let's review what we get out of mitosis. How many cells? 2 new cells. What kind of cells did mitosis make? Body cells, also known as somatic cells. This would be like hair cells, heart cells, stomach cells, the opposite of sex cells, sperm and egg. So mitosis makes all body cells, not sperm and egg cells. Are the cells produced genetically identical or different? They should be genetically identical. That's why we copied DNA during interphase. We wanted to have the same set of DNA for the new cells. Is the same amount of DNA in each cell? Yes, as long as everything went well. We produce a diploid cell, which means it has the full set of chromosomes. Here's an image of what mitosis actually looks like in animal cells. The blue kind of finger-like worm things are the chromosomes, and the green things are spindle fibers. Here's mitosis in plant cells. Hopefully, maybe you recognize this from the labs that we did. Here's an image of what mitosis looks like through the microscope. If you were absent before spring break, this is the activity that you missed, where we had to look at these and try to identify cells in each phase. There's also some videos if you want to watch to learn more about mitosis. And I thought you might enjoy this. Dude, mitosis starts in 5 minutes. I can't believe you're not condensed yet. So that big messy ball over here is the chromatin or the loose DNA, and then DNA wraps up into a chromosome so that it's easier to split. As always, I look forward to your questions. Please email me. Please hop onto our discussion forum. Thanks.